West Michigan, 5:09 now as we wake up on this very cold Wednesday morning. You can see traffic moving along fairly smoothly. And aside from some scattered flurries today, it looks like we should have really fairly quiet but very cold conditions to track for you. Snow likely moves back in. The next really widespread snow event will likely come toward the end of the weekend. And by the way, it looks like we have some slightly warmer air moving in for next week. Just to give you some perspective, temperatures today will be about 20 degrees below average for highs. And by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, looks like high temperatures will be only about 5 degrees colder than average. So sort of heading in the right direction, right? Temperatures outside this morning generally holding in the low teens. We have feels like readings or wind chills in the single digits above to single digits below zero in many locations. You can see the core of the cold air really seeping in to the Great Lakes region and northern part of the United States. Wind chill 40 below in International Falls this morning, 2 below in Grand Rapids, finally up to 6 in Indianapolis. But check out the extent of this cold air across the central and eastern United States. Temperatures currently in the high 20s to low 30s from Atlanta to Memphis back into Dallas. And look at this really pronounced area of winter weather activity. The pink shaded counties, those are where we've got winter storm warnings in effect from the Carolinas and mid-Atlantic states back through northern Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, into Louisiana, Arkansas, and even into central Texas. So again, we've got quite a split flow in the jet stream. That's the upper level steering winds in the atmosphere, bringing along a lot of moisture from the subtropical jet, and basically as that meets up with the cold Arctic air, that sets the stage for ice to form significant freezing rain today in the deep south. Here in West Michigan, not a whole lot of precipitation expected across the area today. In fact, the Futurecast computer models will show increasing cloudiness with just a few scattered flurries today and daytime temperatures that should reach the mid-teens. A little bit of light snow developing in areas to the south of Grand Rapids later today, tonight into early tomorrow. That won't amount to a whole lot. And then during the day tomorrow, highs only in around 10 to 12 degrees, a low of 1 below tonight, 6 below early Friday. We should be back to partial sunshine for Saturday. Widespread snow, a good bet for Sunday. And there you see highs near or just a little bit above the 30-degree mark for early next week. So meteorologist Matt Kirkwood, we've been talking a lot about how it just seems like this February has been relentlessly cold. Well, it's not our imagination, right, Matt?
No, not at all. If you look at the 8-day forecast, there isn't a single temperature that you just showed, Terry, that's been above average. And it's kind of the 3 and 3. 3 times this month, only 3 times this month has our temperature actually gone at the freezing mark and above, and only 3 days this month have we had a temperature above average. We're going to finish out the month once again with Arctic air. Now here's a breakdown. The coldest February is currently on record. You go back to 1978. If you've lived that long, you know the historic snowstorm in 78. 1904 was our largest flood on the Grand River. 36, the hottest summer, well, hottest temperature we ever recorded, but it was very cold February. 1899, record cold, and 1979 is the last time the Great Lakes had well over, actually it was almost 100% total frozen over. But this year, not only does it look like the coldest February, we're going to smash it by over a degree. Usually you only do it like a few tenths of a degree, as you've seen here. But if we continue looking at with our current forecast ahead as we finish out the month of February, we're looking at just smashing the all-time coldest February. Folks, you're living through history, so that's kind of interesting. And you'd think after a very cold February, we'd get a break in March. Not going to happen. Once again, 8 to 14 day outlook, much below average temperatures in the Great Lakes, all the way down to Texas. And look at the scope of all the cold throughout the United States. It's finally worked its way to the west. And March 4th through the 10th, that's the date. But also notice this, the average high by that time, 41 degrees. So our averages are going up, but you know, winter doesn't want to let go. And folks, I tell you what, the next time we actually see orange on the 8 to 14 day outlook over the Great Lakes, I think we ought to have like a ticker tape parade or something. Mardi Gras celebration. March really looks like a winter month for the most part. Just a continuation.
Wow.
Don't hit me.
History. That's huge, Matt. That's huge.
It is. That's
for weather
it's been a
geeks all
while
across
winter.
the country.
You know, the snowiest February.
Yeah.
1 inch of snow in December.
Yeah.
You know,
then the smack down to February.
It's kind of amazing because, you know, after last February, and last winter you thought that could have been the worst, but really no. This one has probably been worse in a lot of ways.
In some ways,
Wow.
although the saving grace really for this year is the fact that we had December where we melted away the snow.
Yeah.
We got back to sort of ground zero when it came to bare ground, and so that's made it a lot easier. Places like Boston haven't had that opportunity, and they've had record-breaking snow, and so they just have no place to put it.
I saw an article where they can't tell the difference between a snow pile and a car that's covered with snow. They're not sure what to do.
Or houses.
And they certainly can't find the parking meters, so.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter,
All right?
right? Okay, it's 5:14.